is called the Atlantic Immigration Program. And I wrote about this in the blueprint. Now, this started as a pilot program that most people call the AIPP, Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. It's also like, more or less like the provincial program, but it is designed specifically for the 4 Atlantic provinces of Canada, and that's where the name Atlantic comes. Now, Atlantic means the provinces that are situated around the maritime area of Canada, talking about Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island, and this 4th one, New Brunswick, 4 of them. Those 4 provinces form what is called the Atlantic provinces of Canada. And these are very, very small, tiny provinces that you can see in those map over there, as you can see in that particular area of the map. Those are the very small provinces, very, very beautiful areas because they are riverine area. Unfortunately, they were affected by Hurricane Fiona that happened about 2 weeks ago. Very, very unfortunate that such things happen. And it affected some places. Some places were very much affected. Some were not as affected as the others. But beyond that, people don't really usually go to those areas. Just like I've explained to you, everybody wants to be in Toronto. Everybody wants to be in Ottawa. Everybody wants to be in Calgary. Everybody wants to be in Vancouver. Everybody wants to go to Winnipeg. Most people don't talk about New Brunswick. Most people don't talk about Nova Scotia. And they are very nice places. So for their own needs to be met, because they are also provinces, very versatile provinces, for their own needs to be met, the government came up with this program called the AIPP. It started as a pilot program, and they tested the program for about 3 years, and discovered that it was a perfect program that met the needs of the Atlantic region. And they now converted it to a full-fledged program. So today, it is no longer AIPP, it is now AIP. It's no longer a pilot program, it's now a full program. That's what that means. And when you go through this program, this is how it works. Let me just quickly explain it. When you apply to an employer in any part of those 4 provinces, like Nova Scotia or whatever, when you apply to this employer, if they need you, they will do the normal interview and all those things. Then they will give you a job offer. Then you will use that job offer to apply for permanent residency using the pathway that is already designed for the Atlantic program. There's a pathway, there's a different form on the Canadian government website that is meant for this particular program. This particular form has nothing to do with express entry. This one has something to do with provincial nominating program. It's specifically for this particular program. And then I spoke extensively about this in the blueprint. So for those who are outside Canada, the first thing you have to do, if you want to go through this particular program, is that you first need to get a job offer from an employer in this place. And I did something in the blueprint. I made available a table in an Excel sheet format that contains the list of a lot of employers in this particular region of the country who are always employed. So what a subscriber needs to do is just to create a resume, create a CV, and look at what you can do, go through those employers and submit an application. I've listened to a lot of clients who have bought this particular product. I still had a one-on-one meeting with somebody about 2 hours ago, and I'm still going to have another one immediately after this meeting. I realized that people are not taking full advantage of the content of that blueprint. So I want to appeal to you as athletes, also encourage your clients, also people who have bought the blueprint through you, to go through every aspect. Some of them don't even know that some of these things are there, but those things are there. Some of them have not watched any of the videos based on my interaction with them. And these videos are very, very important. So please, I want to encourage you to keep talking to your clients to maximize all the different fantastic things I've put together in that place. So in that blueprint, you have a list of some of these employers who are actively recruiting in that part of the from that part of the country. And what you need to do is to design your resume. I also put in that blueprint template of resumes that are acceptable in Canada. I did all this so that it's going to be easier for anybody to design their resume according to the Canadian standards so that they can apply to this. So that is how the program works. If you want to know more about it, you can do your personal research so that we don't waste too much time.